Hi guys, my name is Christine and I'm a dating, relationship and personal development coach. And today I'm talking about if she's not interested, she will do this. So, if you are dating or you are trying to figure out if a woman likes you or not, this is basically one of the main signs that she is not interested and it's time for you to move on. Okay. So there are quite a few things that a woman may do to show you that she's not interested, but sometimes they can be quite subtle, right? Because one of the things that women tend to do is they are very, very aware of your feelings, right? And a lot of women don't want to hurt the feelings of men that they are rejecting, okay? Women care a lot about that, right? That's why when they're with their friends, right, you'll hear them, where, let's say, for example, there's a group of women and there's one woman in that group that is clearly unhealthy for one reason or another. It could be that they're overweight, it could be that they've got a problem with alcohol or something like that. There's a clearly unhealthy woman, maybe even that she's got mental health issues or something like that. And then this woman who's got these issues will say to her friends, "Oh, do you think I'm fat?" Or, "Oh, do you think I've got a problem with this alcohol thing?" And all of her friends would be like, "Oh no, you don't have a problem. Everything's okay. You're perfect the way you are, honey." Right? Because they don't want to hurt her feelings, right? Because women care very much about if they're hurting someone's feelings or not. They care very deeply about that. Whereas if you get a group of guys together, yeah, there may be a little bit of that, but usually there's a bit of honesty there as well. Usually men tend to be a little bit more honest about these things, like, "Oh yeah, you've got a problem," or, "Yeah, you know what, you'll be able to get a lot more chicks if you sorted this thing out in your life," or whatever it may be, right? They would be a bit more so blunt and a little bit more truthful, right? Because men tend to like the facts, right? And they tend to like to give the facts and to be a bit more straightforward, whereas women care very much about how the other person is feeling. So some of the things that she may do may be actually very subtle to let you know that she doesn't like you. For example, she may come up with excuses not to see you, which is a big one, right? Sometimes this one can be very obvious, and it really is kind of obvious, but sometimes it cannot be as obvious to those people, to those men that don't know this language of women, right? So if you ask her out on a date, for example, and she says, "Oh no, I'm busy," right? Or, "Oh no, I can't do that day because I've got this thing going on, I've got that thing going on." And it seems like that's always happening. Some guys may just think, "Oh yeah," they believe her. They just think, "Oh yeah, she really is busy and I'll just ask her out again another time." But the next time it happens, it kind of happens again and it happens again, right? Because she's basically saying to you, without saying to you directly, "Look, I'm not interested," right? Because again, she doesn't want to hurt your feelings. She doesn't want to flat out say to you, "Look, I'm not interested in you." So what she'll do is she'll come up with excuses not to see you. Like, "Oh, I've got to go to my niece's ballet recital. I've got to wash my hair," whatever the excuse is, right? So basically, if you can't get a woman out on a date, right, she's not interested. Or if you do ask her out, she always asks if she can bring a friend along, or you can, go as a group, as like a group of friends. Or if she's inviting other people, that means she doesn't want to be alone with you because she knows that, "Oh yeah, he probably likes me, but I don't feel the same way about him. But I kind of want to keep him as my friend. So if I kind of make it into a friendship thing and there's other people there, then that's not going to happen. We're not going to have that alone time where he can try and make a move on me because I'm not interested." Like, so some women do that. Some women just flat out say, "Not interested," or they try and make a group thing about it. Some women, a lot of the time though, they just say, "Look, hey, I'm busy." Or they may say something confusing like, "I'm not really sure where I am in my life right now. I'm not really looking for a relationship. I'm not really looking to date right now." These are all just kind of ways, right? More ways that are less blunt of saying no to you and hoping that you're going to read between the lines. Okay? So what do you do then if a woman does this? Because it may be the case that maybe she's a little bit interested in you, but just not enough to want to go out on a date with you, right? So if you kind of want to pull her more into towards the direction of being more attracted to you, if you want to do that, if you feel, but of course, if you feel like, if a woman's not interested in you and she's not being that enthusiastic about you, then you can just cut ties with her altogether, right? But if there are some people out there that are trying to maybe turn things around, the advice that I have is that you got to match and mirror what she does, right? So if she only messages you and initiates contact with you like once or twice a week, then you do that as well. You mirror what she's doing, right? So you only send her one or two messages a week, or you do less than what she is doing, right? So you got to be doing the same. But if you really want her to start pursuing you and see where you stand with this woman, then you need to do way less than what she is, right? So if she's not interested in you, basically things will just naturally fizzle out, because the less you message her, the less she's going to message you, and it will just fizzle out. But if she likes you, when you start doing less and she's still got some attraction for you, she will start to do more, because she will then have to start pursuing you in order to keep the connection going. Because if you're the one that's just keeping things alive right now, because you're the one that's always messaging, or the one that's always pursuing, then basically this whole relationship, this whole connection that you have is hanging on by you. So if you want to see if it's a mutual thing and she's interested, because that's what relationships are, right? And connections, romantic connections, there's got to be a mutual attraction there, right? So that means there's got to be at least mutual effort, or she's doing more, okay? So you back off, yeah? And then if she is interested in you, when she realizes that you're backing off and you're backing away and you're doing way less than what she is, she will naturally try and pursue you, because she will fear losing you. Okay, it's very much similar to what I talk about when it comes to the no contact rule and getting your ex back and things like that. You have to basically see how this person feels about you by contacting them less, or in the case of getting an ex back, you go into no contact with them, right? And then whoever your ex is, they will, or he or she will start to message you more and start to connect you, try to contact you more, because they realize that they're losing you, that you've gone, right? So if a woman is not interested in you when you're dating, if she is, it's hard to get her out on a date, if she's putting friend zone in your face, basically if she's there's a lot of it, there's a huge effort on your part in order to keep things going with her, then that's a huge sign that she's not interested. But unfortunately, a lot of men get themselves stuck in these situations because you're still talking, because there's still like a little bit of hope, because she just keeps on coming up with excuses. A lot of men believe that something is going to happen in the future, when usually it's not, okay? Because a woman that likes you, that really likes you, that's really attracted to you, will not do this, right? If a woman really, really likes you, she's going to want to spend time with you. She's going to say yes to going out with you. She's going to make it very, very easy for you to meet up with her, to hang out together, to be in that romantic connection, right? It's going to be hardly any effort whatsoever on your part. All you have to do is just ask her out, right? You may have to do that to begin with, right? Because some women don't initiate the romantic connection. They may not come up to you and ask you out, right? Some women do. Some women are more extroverted in that way and can do that. But most of the time, what you'll find is, even with women that like you, you still have to do the first step in asking them out on a date. You don't have to say I love you or I really, really like you. All you have to do is ask her out on a date, because she will know what that means. She'll know that, oh yeah, he likes me. That's why he's asking to meet out with me alone. You don't have to be like really obvious about it and be like, oh yeah, I really like you. I think you're beautiful. I'd really love to date you. You don't need to say those things. You just have to say, hey, I think you're pretty cute. When are you free to hang out? Or, if you've been friends for a long time, because sometimes men can find themselves in this situation. They've been friends with a woman for a long time. Let's say you go to work together or you go to school together, that you're in the same friendship group, and let's say it's been a few months since you've known this person, or maybe a few years. If you want to know how this woman feels about you and see if she feels the same or has some kind of attraction for you, then the best thing to do is to say to her, hey, I've been starting to see you a little bit differently recently. And I actually think you're really cute, or really beautiful, whatever, goes with, whatever you feel, right? However you feel about this woman. And then you say, well, how about we go out sometime? When are you free? When are you available? Right? And then you see what she says, because if she's into you as well, she'll tell you when she is free. She'll tell you when she's available. She'll tell you when she is ready to see you. She'll be like, oh yeah, I'd love to see you on Saturday or Sunday. And this is what you'll find. A woman that really, really likes you, she will open her schedule wide open for you, right? She'll say, yeah, I'm free Monday, I'm free Tuesday afternoon, I'm free all day Wednesday. She'll let you know when she's available. And then all you have to do is say, hey, that's great. I'm also free on Saturday in the evening. How about I come and pick you up? Or how about we meet at this restaurant or something like that? And that's all you have to do. And it's really, and she's like, yes, I would love to do that. And then you go out together, right? It's a very simple process, but I don't know why we tend to complicate things. I think the thing is that sometimes we can get so wound up in how we feel about someone and how our attraction for them, that we hold on to false hope, right? And we hold on much longer than we should. And I found this especially when I was a teenager and when I was in my early 20s. I would hold on to these connections with women that I really, really liked because I really, really liked them, regardless if they really liked me, in hopes that something would happen in the future. But all in all, what I was doing there was I was just wasting my time on women that just were not interested. So when you're dealing with a woman that is just showing these signs that she's putting you in friend zone, or it's very difficult to meet out with her, basically you're trying to make something happen with her, but it's very difficult. It's just time to let go. It really is time to let go, even though that may be extremely difficult to do if you feel like you've got a huge bond with this woman. But you don't want to be wasting your time. You only get one life, right? At least that's what I think, right? So that's just the way it is. You know, you can't waste your time. If you want certain things in this life, let's say you want marriage, you want kids, right? Or you just want to have a great relationship, right? You've only got a certain amount of time, right, to do these things. Although I do feel like men have a bit more of a longer window than women when it comes to kids, because obviously women dry up, shall we say, a lot sooner than what men do. But, you know, all in all, you know, there's still a limited amount of time that you have, right? So you don't want to waste your time on women that are like this. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to get in touch with me personally and you'd like coaching with me, then please go to www.christineloveridge.com, and I shall talk to you again very, very soon. Goodbye, guys.